in a lot of customer conversations, there's still lots of questions around cloud security and really trying to understand the innovation and the capabilities we have. So I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, and I think you're right. A few years ago, security was one of the reasons people didn't move to the cloud. Now they want to know how the cloud can help their security posture on premises and in the cloud. And so at Microsoft, we invest over $1 billion a year, as you know, and we have 3,500 security experts focused day in, day out on making sure they provide a secure foundation for our customers. And what's great is that not only does it help our customers stay secure, but we take all that intelligence and we give it to customers through services like Azure Security Center.
Oh, fantastic.
And Azure Security Center can be used for resources on premises and in the cloud, and we can give you information on whether a VM is secure, for example.
So you can use Azure Security Center, but not just for Azure environment, but for their whole hybrid cloud on premises as well.
Yeah, and so if you have a vulnerable machine that is missing an endpoint protection or missing security patches, you can just go in, take action, and apply the patch and not get the attack.
Got it.
And so it really helps you prevent these attacks.
And that's like a simple example, but so common. We know some of those security attacks come in through very basic things. With an alert like Security Center can make a big difference.
Yeah, another example is management ports. So one of the common attacks is RDP and SSH brute force attacks. And so we can tell you if you have that vulnerability, and that way you can take action again.
Fantastic.
So really, really simple. And so beyond threat protection, customers also want to know how they can simplify their security operations.
Sure.
Their estate is so large. They have Azure, they have on-premises, they have Office 365, and having an on-premises SIEM can be expensive, right? It's not just the licensing cost, but you have to manage that infrastructure. You have to scale that infrastructure.
Sure.
So last month we announced that we have a cloud-native SIEM called Azure Sentinel, which will help you give a single bird's eye view across all your entire estate.
Great, and kind of the first of its type cloud native SIEM solution, right?
Cloud native, and we use built-in AI to actually let you know what's likely to be at risk. And so again, you can have all the insights you need.
And I've heard a lot of positive feedback from customers on Azure Sentinel. And one of the things that definitely came through loud and clear is actually the ability to, for free, import Office 365 data into Azure Sentinel.
Yes.
That's a big part of their estate as well.
Yes, so data import from Office 365 is free, and you can import data from everywhere else.
Nice.
So we have a bunch of connectors out of the box that you can go ahead and click and import it so you can get started right away.
Nice. Can we take a look?
Yeah, let me show you. As you can see here, Azure Sentinel is built right into the portal, and customers can get started by just importing data into Azure Sentinel. And what's really nice about this is security analysts get a dashboard that give them bird's eye view into all the trends in their hybrid environment. So whether the resources are on premises or in the cloud or frankly in other clouds. And in this global map, for example, you get a sense of all the malicious inbound and outbound traffic across different locations. And then Azure Sentinel also shows me all the cases that I may want to go ahead and investigate. And we use AI to surface the most important threats. Let's take a look at a specific case. So in this particular case, I have an anomalous login. And with Sentinel, I can actually go ahead and do a deep investigation of what the issue is. And so I can go ahead and visually analyze what's going on and perform an investigation and see what the attack is and identify the root cause. And in this particular example, I can see there were over 400 failed attempts before someone logged in. And this indicates to me there was a brute force attack where the attacker gained access to user credentials. And so with the stolen credentials, they were trying to log into different machines. And now I can go ahead and look into it, change passwords, notify users, notify admins, and take some security measures. So I mentioned before that you get started by importing data. So let me talk about the data you can bring in. We provide integration with a lot of data sources out of the box. And as I mentioned before, the way you get started is you import data into Azure Sentinel, and we give you a lot of out-of-the-box connectors. And this allows you to connect to your on-premises estate, your cloud estates like Office 365, or other clouds. And this allows you to go ahead and import the data, and Azure Sentinel, using built-in AI, will actually give you insight into the various security threats that you have. Over here, you'll see one of my personal favorites, which is Office 365. And we give you free Office 365 import. And that's one feature that a lot of our customers are really excited about. So with that, as you can see, Azure Sentinel, we just shipped it last month. We're really excited, and I encourage you to try this out. And so there you have it. Azure Sentinel provides you with a single view of your security operations across on-premises and the cloud.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that quick tour of security in a hybrid cloud. Thank you so much, Arpan.
Of course.